talk about how good he was here, and then obviously moving forward, which they all did.
Right. Joe Ryan's the most interesting prospect I've ever met. He was so much fun to watch in his time here with the Stone Crabs. He's top 10 in franchise history in strikeouts, and he was here for half a season. So that kind of puts it into perspective. Nobody scored against him. He had a 13 strikeout game, and just his background makes him so intriguing. He didn't put a lot of stress on his arm growing up. He played water polo. He was an outdoorsman. He was a surfer, a snowboarder. He would snowshoe, sailboats, everything you can imagine outdoors in Northern California. He did it. So he would prefer to be outside than play baseball as a kid, and he focused on baseball for 3 or 4 months of the year, and then he shut his arm down and he played other sports. So I think his arm is still fresh. His pitching arsenal is still growing, and he's such a hard worker, and he's so focused that he is getting better as he advances from level to level. So that's what makes him dangerous. He's not a finished product. He's always tinkering with his grips on the off-speed pitches because his fastball is so dominant. He can use his fastball 80 to 90% of the time and mow through orders, but he knows that when he gets to the major leagues, he's going to need that breaking ball and that changeup to keep hitters off balance. So he's always working on that. He's always getting into better shape. He's in elite shape in terms of being a starting pitcher, going 150 innings a season. The grind of the season is not going to affect him as much because he is in such great shape, and the arm is fresh. He's willing to learn, and he's a great teammate. So, I mean, that really is the full package for a starting pitcher, and I will not be surprised by whatever he accomplishes because he is one of the most intriguing guys I've come across.
And you probably don't see a whole lot of water polo players.
No. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm from outside New York City. He's the complete opposite. He grew up in the hills of Northern California, north of San Francisco. His dad's a marathon runner. His dad took him outside from a young age. They would go on camping trips up to 7 days long. They didn't have cable TV really growing up. He'd never played video games as a kid. He was just always outside wanting to have a good time. And he ran competitive races at 8 years old. He was running 6-mile races at 7, 8 years old, and just loved competing in whatever he was doing, and being outside with his friends. So this baseball journey that he's now focused on really fits his personality well because he's always been outside and he's always been super competitive and in really good shape. So his upbringing really sets him up well to peak as a pitcher at age 30 rather than age 20. So he's going to continue to grow as he goes through each level.
And last one, since we talked about Ryan, let's talk about McClanahan and how he got to move up recently.
Yeah, Shane's got an electric fastball. It's going to play at every level. It doesn't matter where he is. When he is locked in, that fastball is tough to hit. It's not only tough to square up, but it's tough to even make contact against. And when he pairs it with the breaking ball, he's going to get outs without a doubt. So for McClanahan, he really is as close to a finished product as you can have. He could probably go to the big leagues right now and pitch out of the bullpen and get outs. But obviously the Rays would love to have him go 5-6 innings an outing, so they're going to work on the changeup. They're going to work on fine-tuning the command with him. But he is as exciting of a pitcher as I've seen. We had a game in Clearwater where I think he struck out 7 in a row to start the game. And when he's pitching with that little added energy, that little added motivation, it almost doesn't matter who's hitting. He's going to get the fastball by them.
Perfect. All right. Great.
Perfect.
Cool. Thank you so much.